Hey there guys and dolls, my name is Celtic Titan and welcome back to Cube 2. So what we kind of ran into was, I went into record chapter 10, I didn't have a whole lot of time, so I recorded it in two different segments. When I went back to edit them, I kind of, I saved them into, a certain folder together, giving them different names. Well, I forgot to give them different names and ended up just, deleting the first half of the save. So, what ended up happening was I kind of had a choice at that point. I could just kind of go with what I had and just explain it and, hope people were cool. Or I could just start the game over. So I just went and started the game over. So you can see here, they give you full stats of, the total time that you played. Before, I was around 5 hours and 15, which this here, it seems a little misleading here with the colons because that looks like hours, minutes, seconds. But then, like at one point, as I was playing through again, there was an 85 here. So I don't know if maybe this was just kind of, like if they meant it to be hours, minutes, seconds, and it turned it out to be more of a decimal. So this is actually 7.42 instead of 7 hours and 42 minutes. I don't know. But it was at 5 and 15, and now we're at 7 and 42. So you can see, I mean, once you figure stuff out, you do just blitz right through it. And truthfully, I had zero issue going back through this game. I love this game. This game is amazing. So let's jump into chapter 10. And so we've got a few things going on now. So what we've been shown is that this cube is almost like a hive mind, right? So there's, it is one single entity, but it's one single entity made up of, gosh knows how many. And if I'm understanding what the entity is teaching Amelia is that the events of Q.U.B.E. have led to this. So when our character in Q.U.B.E. was put into space to destroy the cube, we actually set this game in motion. And essentially now Amelia is trying to help this entity restore its power, restore its energy, because that's essentially all it is. If it doesn't have energy, it doesn't have life. So things might get a little weird in here. Now, bear in mind that I have gone through the entirety of chapter 10 up to this point. So I may kind of blitz through this chapter a little faster than I have with the others. That's not to say anything about the complexity of these puzzles. Not at all. I mean, oops. These puzzles really got me going. And really had me second guessing myself quite a bit. So, don't worry about complexity. This chapter will get you going. Alright, so how are we going to do this? How did we do this before? Can I reach that? Certainly hope so. Okay. So, I'll let that drop out. There we go. Oh no! That was goofy. That was absolutely goofy. Okay, let's just swap it up here just a little bit. It's alright, give us a more secure platform to jump on. And what are you doing, Kel? There we go. There we are. So one of the things that makes this chapter so difficult is that it's not just a one for anymore. Oh.
Emma, are you there?
Millie? Oh God, I thought something terrible had happened. I've been
been trying to contact you.
Something terrible would be easier to explain, that's for sure.
I heard you screaming, and then, well, there was an energy surge across the whole area. Like these structures had come alive.
It did.
What?
This structure, all these structures, they are a living entity, a being.
No, that's... Oh God. When we broke it apart, its parts, they've seeded the planet.
Uh-huh.
I know what we need to do. I'll call back soon.
Wait!
Alright, so... head on through here. So, you know, again, what adds to the difficulty of this is that now we can infinitely place blocks. We're not just, you know, one at a time. And so that's really gonna mess with, you know, with kind of what we've been used to up to this point. Okay, so we're gonna bounce you. You can see we got a switch over here. You're getting power to bring this one over. Now we're gonna get a little creative here, and this one made me think for way too long until I realized I needed to do that. And that's it entirely right there. And no, I didn't need to do that. I just completely messed that up. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Okay, so I'm actually going to have to drop this one first. Then that one will get rid of the block over there. Perfect. Now I'll be able to get up there. And like I said, this one took me way too long to figure out because of that ability to stack them. Okay. Let's just work our way up. Perfect. Alright, so now I'm going to come over here. Okay, you're gonna turn to a blue. Or are you? Yes, you are. Okay. You are gonna become a green. You'll become a blue. You'll become a blue. Now we're gonna do that and put one there. Right? You still with me here? So now, we're going to do all that again. Oh, what a goof. That's right, we have to send a different block this time. And bam. See that? I mean, again, I spent way too much time in this room before. It drove me absolutely bonkers. That's kind of what led to me recording it in two different segments.
It told me that the only reason it's here is because we brought it down. All it's doing is trying to survive. I don't think it intended to do this to us.
And you believe that? Come on, Millie, look around you. Look at what this thing has done to our planet. Go home.
Wait, that's not fair. I listened to it. I tried to understand it.
Yes, well, I have understood it. And I found a way to stop it.
Oh, yeah. And what a moral conundrum, right? Especially for Amelia to have to go through that. You know, she knows what's going on. She knows what's happening. She knows that, you know, this entity, it means them no harm. It's trying to go home too. Alright, so... But then at the same time, apparently this entity is now... Yeah, it's essentially responsible for who and what we are. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to swap that up. Because I don't want that disappearing while I'm trying to do this. Okay. So now I can get rid of that and bring myself over here. You know, and that entity, you know, it didn't mean for anything bad to happen. It didn't mean to hurt anyone. Well, actually, I don't even have to do that. It was coming back to enlighten us more. It was coming back to help us. And we kind of shot it out of the sky, so to speak. Okay, now we gotta try and remember what's going on here. Oh, okay. Never mind. Hold on. But you need to go away for the moment. You need to move. We'll do that. Perfect. Alright, awesome. So now we can do all of this. We're actually going to make you our blue one. Alright, you ready? Bang, bang, bang. Smack the block. Send it through the fire. And perfect. Ah, let me through. And something I like an awful lot is that we get the story and the situation in little snippets, just like we did in Q.U.B.E, where we would only get bits and pieces of the story as we went through. Hugh was the same way, but then Hugh wasn't really telling us the story of what we were doing. It was telling us the story of events that led up to what we were doing, which was an entirely different thing and totally awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and hear. Oh, can I make it? Ah ha ha. I didn't have to go down there.
I'm back here.
Indeed.
I scanned the monolith, Millie. All its energy is being diverted to a chamber that is supporting its mind as it's dying. Use the machine that you powered to descend and find that room. When you're there, I think I can remotely overload your suit's manipulation functions to sever its life source.
Oh.
We can stop this together.
Oh.
Wait. I'm not sure about this.
I really don't want to.
Emma?
Honestly, I don't know. But I do know it's our best chance to save Earth. Please, Millie.
I need some space to think. Just give me that, please.
See, I don't know that we even need to do all of that. You know, I don't need. I don't know that we even need to, you know, to go that route. Because if I understood what the entity was saying, it was that it intended to leave. It was going to leave. It just needed help to get out. Okay. Just trying to remember. Okay. That'll work. Ooh, almost smacked myself for that one. Holy cow. Okay. Let's go over here. You activate that one. You activate that one. Okay. So this one was crazy complicated, so you may have to give me a minute here. Okay, yep, I do remember. Okay, so we are going to do it like this. Oops. Bring that up, bring that up, bring that up. Okay. We're gonna light you, or not light you, we're gonna do the oil there. Okay, so now we're gonna jump up, activate that one, do that, and perfect. Come on, there you go. I told you, some of these got crazy complicated on us. And as far as I'm concerned, that's just awesome. That's amazing. Amazing puzzle design. They did such a good job in this game. I love this game so much. Alright. We'll move on. We got 5 to unlock in this one. And each one will drive you just as nuts as the one before. Alright, so how did we do this one? We did... Okay. So you move that. Oh, actually, hold on. I need you actually to send a block over to control that. Perfect. You are actually going to become red. You'll become green. Beautiful. Get rid of that. Bam. Okay. Let's see what you were doing. Okay, yep. So now... How about you? Alright, so we're gonna start the whole process over again. Okay, oh crap. Oh no, because I have to be down there. Okay. Here we go. Get it? Perfect. There we are. And you know, I mean, in this type of scenario, where it appears that this entity is actually harming Earth, it's very easy to decide that you know what's best. You know, on either side of the equation. I mean, I'm sure there would be people who would in fact side with Emma on this one. I remember. Yep, perfect. You know that this is actually, okay. That they're going to do this. You know, that they want to. It's not necessarily that they want to to harm the entity. It's that Emma wants to save the world. You know, she's not looking... Oops. Huh. That was goofy. She just wants to, you know, keep the Earth alive. You know, and that's a very easy thing to understand. Okay, so we're gonna do it like this. Oop, nope. We'll do stop it. You go away. And so, you know, you feel for both of them. Absolutely, because Millie's learning so much about this entity and what it is, what it's doing here, why it's even here in the first place, what its intentions truly were coming to Earth. But then Emma doesn't have that. She doesn't have, you know, that knowledge, that interaction with the entity, so she just assumes it's, you know, going to destroy Earth. So, I mean, it turns it into one heck of a moral conundrum, and it's very easy to understand where each side is coming from. Let me try and remember what I did for this. Okay, that one needs to be on fire. Alright, and so does that one. Okay. Wait, so we're actually going to send it out of this one this time. We're going to put a red one over here to stop it. Because remember, we got to get fire over to that door. So what we're going to do is we're going to send this one off now without any fire. It gets stopped. Perfect. Oop, I probably should have just withdrawn it. Okay, you're still there. Perfect. Now we're going to do what we did the first time. Only this time, we're going to be transferring the fire from one block to another. There we go. Perfect. Now, what's really cool is if we're given a choice at the end where we could attempt to destroy the cube as Emma wants, or we could choose to help the cube and allow it to leave Earth. What would be even more messed up is if we could attempt to help them, but then have it kind of backfire to where we, you know, it turns out Emma's actually right and this entity is actually there to harm us. I mean, there's so many different possibilities. Okay, so trying to remember what I'm doing. Okay, so this one here will bring that one up. This one here moves you. This one here moves you. Alright, so we're gonna need 2 of you. Each brought out. Okay, so now we're gonna move you. Which one am I gonna bring over? I'm gonna bring that one over. So I will get rid of that. Then I'll get rid of that. And that'll bring that one over. Now I'm gonna go over here, get rid of that, and perfect. And again, guys, don't take it as me trying to say that these puzzles in here were super easy either. You know, the way I've kind of been moving right on through. I mean, I've been through this chapter, and it was fairly recently. It was just within the last couple of days. So, you know, it should be understood that obviously this time would be a whole lot easier for me. All right. Oh, we got another one of those creepy statues.
Look at it.
It's growing.
Building itself.
We have to leave now.
I've called the military.
Extraction team. They're sending a helicopter to
Get us out of here.
Okay, yep, that would definitely more than likely be a memory, and then that helicopter got stuck and destroyed by the look of it, or not destroyed, deactivated. Alright, so we'll keep on going just for a little bit, because we do have to finish out this chapter, and then we'll be in chapter 11. Now, some of this should look a little familiar, guys. Really should. Alright. So now we're actually going deeper within the cube to get to the mind, as Emma called it. Well, that's it, guys. That's chapter 10 in the books. Thankfully, I've recorded all of this in one go, so we should be alright and able to move forward in the next one. Like I said, guys, we've got one heck of a moral dilemma on our hands here, and I'm just not quite sure how all of this is going to play out. I definitely hope they give us some kind of a choice, but you know, either way, I'm going to be happy with it. I just from what I saw in Q.U.B.E, and that one presenting some kind of a moral issue, or at least believing that someone else had a moral issue, is, you know, it leads me to believe that this one's gonna be a little different. You know, it's not gonna be like, you know, cut and dry, but then we will hopefully reach, I don't want to say redemption, but, you know, we'll reach some point of, you know, things are going to be okay. But either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, go on ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you can keep seeing more from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.